Feeling lucky, the man in the canoe. During spring break of 2010, an Arkansas college student named Garrett decided to go camping with his buddies. There was a small island on a local lake, and they all thought it was the perfect place to camp out, swim, and drink their weight in beer. Shortly after sunset on their first night, the guys notice a man drifting around their island in a canoe. The man asks how the group is doing, and they invite him over to eat hot dogs and partake of their beer. The man steered the canoe up onto the shore and introduced himself as Kurt. Garrett found Kurt to be friendly, but also inexplicably sad. When one of the group members asked him if everything was alright, Kurt waved them off. "My friends are probably worried about me, that's all," he replied. Then he turned to look at Garrett and winked. "They'll find out soon enough," he added softly. The group ate and drank plenty of beer, including Kurt. It quickly grew late, and the college students offered for Kurt to stay with them for the night. But Kurt quickly declined the offer. He told them he needed to get where he was going, and he refused to consider any other options. Garrett glanced at the jet skis they had been using earlier that day and thought they could offer him a ride. "Where are you headed?" he asked Kurt. The stranger ignored this question and glanced at all the young men around him. "You boys don't know how lucky you are," he murmured. Then he got into his canoe and paddled away. Garrett and his friends woke up early the following morning. As they started to fish down by the shore, a police boat pulls up. The officer leaned over the side of the boat and asked if they were the ones that had found the body during the search party. When it was clear that the guys didn't know what he was talking about, the officer tells them that a man in the canoe had disappeared a week prior. A couple of divers had found the man's body at the bottom of the lake 2 days before. When Garrett and his friends asked the officer if the man had been identified, the police officer told them that the dead man's name was Kurt Clark. The boys were so creeped out by the officer's inadvertent scary ghost stories, they canceled the rest of their trip.